to my channel. So I wanted to talk about cancel culture. So I've been seeing a lot of videos of people making videos of stuff to leave in 2019. I might make that video too, I'm not sure yet. But one of the things that people have wanted to leave in 2019 is cancel culture, which I do kind of agree with. I do think that it's a good idea to call people out on their stuff and hold people accountable for the stuff that they say and they do, especially if it's like, offensive. But let me face the camera right quick. But I don't know, cancel culture has become very I don't want to say toxic, because sometimes it's needed. But also cancel culture hasn't been very effective. I noticed that a lot of people who were canceling don't actually get canceled. So I think that going into this year, we definitely need to continue to hold people accountable. But I think that at some point, once you hold that person accountable, and that, whether it's a celebrity figure, an influencer, a YouTuber, whatever, as soon as they, address what it is that they're being called out for, and they, apologize, and they say what they need to say, I think that at that point, the decision is up to you. How you want to feel about that particular person. I don't think there should be such a drive and motivation to get everybody on this bandwagon of hate and let's take this person down. Listen, like I said, people make mistakes, and there's some stuff that you shouldn't just easily excuse. Obviously, with racist remarks, homophobic remarks, stuff like that. But like I said, honestly, all we can do as viewers and as fans and supporters, all we can do is hold people accountable for what they've done. It is crazy to me how it seemed very much so in 2019 and maybe even in 2018, a lot of celebrities had, their old stuff being resurfaced. People were bringing up old tweets from 2004, and they had to address it. And it's crazy because a lot of times when old stuff like that would get brought up, a lot of celebrities would be like, I've already addressed this, I've already apologized, here's the link to the video of where I apologize. So it's crazy how people will dig and dig for dirt on these influencers and on these celebrities and stuff like that, but then they won't look for the apology or to see if they've even apologized. They just look for that one bad thing that they did, and then it becomes a whole thing. The social media takes over, which I think that too is a little manufactured, because there are so many bots and bot accounts on social media, especially on Twitter and Instagram, and some of these bots are the ones that are actually making these stories go viral, which is crazy to me. But yeah, I think that now some people deserve to be canceled, R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, the people who have actually done some horrible things that have really messed up some people. They they deserve to get canceled. But I think that if someone, they say something, they do something that doesn't look good, and, you call them out for it, that celebrity or influencer, they address it, they apologize. Now, whether or not that apology is real or fake or genuine, or they're just doing it to, save face, that's for you to decide. But once it's been addressed and once it's been brought to the light, at that point, you have to make your own decision on how you move forward. Now, someone I don't know. I mean, Jeffree Star is kind of an easy person to use, but I'll use Jeffree Star, for example. So Jeffree Star has used some questionable language in the past. People say that, he has used the N-word in his old videos. He's said things that he shouldn't have said, as with a lot of these influencers, and even you see now with celebrities like Camila Cabello got called out for using, the N-word and saying disrespectful things about black people on her old Tumblr account or whatever. So, you know, someone like Jeffree Star, like, you know, you pull up his old videos and you see that he's making these remarks that maybe were acceptable back then, but they aren't now. I mean, not to say that they were ever acceptable, but you know what I mean. So, you know, people held him accountable for it once he started to get famous, and then he, of course, had to address it, and he apologized, and it seems like he's making a conscious effort to, you know, be better in the stuff that he says. But then, too, you know, a lot of people have argued, like, okay, like, yeah, they apologize for it and they don't say it anymore on camera, but what if they're saying it behind closed doors? What if that's the way they still think? And like I said, that is for you to decide. After, you know, Jeffree, like, you know, dealt with it and he explained himself and took accountability for it, at that point, you have to decide, okay, am I going to accept his apology, accept him taking full ownership for it, and am I going to continue to support him and hope that he's learned from this? Or do you say, you know what, this is something that I cannot forgive. This is something that completely turns me off from a person. I'm going to no longer support him, his videos, or his makeup, or whatever. That is something for you to decide. Not get a gang of people and bash and attack this person for the rest of their lives. There's no benefit in doing that. There's no benefit in attacking people anymore. Like, and I feel like that's a lot what cancel culture is. As soon as someone makes a mistake, everybody's on this bandwagon of like, okay, let's destroy them. Let's make sure they fail. Same thing with the James Charles and Tati thing over the freaking vitamins or whatever it was. It wasn't over. Well, okay. So people wanted to cancel James Charles because allegedly he was trying to coerce men who were straight into doing certain activities with him, which isn't cool. You're not supposed to do that. You know, but like I said, all James could do at that point is address it, take accountability for whatever his part in it was, and at that point, that's when you make the decision to be like, hey, you know, okay, I believe James Charles, he seems genuine, he might have just made some mistakes, he's young, he's like, what, 19, 20 years old, I'm going to move past this and I'm going to continue to support him. Or you say, you know what, no, I don't believe you, this isn't cool, I believe Tati, I'm going to not support you anymore, I'm not going to watch your videos, X, Y, and Z. But no, instead, and turned into this whole hate campaign, and people started, you know, like when he started losing a ton of subscribers at one time, and then YouTube decided to take off the YouTube subscriber count tracker thing off, or, you know, just they completely got rid of it because of that, because people were watching the numbers go down and it became like this whole thing. So I just think that moving forward, people need to start making decisions for themselves instead of just jumping on a bandwagon and spreading hate. Like, you have the right and the option to not like somebody, not support them. You can do that, but to go above and beyond and go in these people's comments and DMs and like attack them and then try to bring other people on board, like, make your own decision. Just, you know, like, it's not that hard. So anyway, that's how I kind of feel about the whole cancel culture thing. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments about what you guys think about it, and make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.